Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a very quick get ready with me. I attended a Navaratri Pooja at my friend's place and I had like really less time to get ready as it was after work. So I thought I would film my go-to quick makeup look and also share some tips and tricks that I used to cover my current acne situation. As you guys will see, it's really bad. And for this look, I'm also going to use all of my go-to products. So let's get started. Starting off with the skin prep, I'm using my fresh Lotus Youth Preserve face cream and applying it all over. Then I'm going to take my Midnight Recovery Eye Concentrate from Kiehl's and prep my under eyes. Then to add some moisture to my lips, I'm taking my Smith's lip balm. First, I'm going to clean up underneath my brows as I'm trying to grow them out. They're really out of control. I'm taking my concealer and trying to hide all the extra growth that I have, like all the hairs that are out of place. Just following my natural shape. I'm going to wait for 5 to 10 seconds before I start blending out the edges. Instead of moving around the concealer too much, I'm just going to use my fingers and press the concealer in. That way I get to keep the maximum coverage from the concealer and hide as much as extra growth. Even though I didn't use any foundation that day, I still wanted to prime my face just to create a blank canvas. I'm using my NYX Angel Veil Blur Primer. Then moving on to concealer, I'm taking my Cover FX Power Play Concealer in the shade Medium 4 and then just applying it underneath my eyes just to brighten them up a little bit. Since it was end of the day, I wanted to look a little bit more fresh. Then I'm going to let the concealer sit for about 5 to 10 seconds before I blend it. That way I can get a little bit more coverage out of this one as it's a medium coverage concealer. I'm going to take that onto my lids as well. When blending out the concealer, it's very important to go back and forth like this. That way the concealer is not going to crease. Then I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and going over all of my acne spots. And again, once I apply the concealer, I'm going to wait for about 5 to 15 seconds. That way the concealer sets and it will give you the maximum coverage. And then as you can see here, I'm first blending out the edges of the concealer, like not going on top of the acne spot itself. So that way the concealer looks blended in, but at the same time, you'll still get to keep that coverage and hide the blemish as much as you can. And then just taking the fingers and pressing it again, instead of moving the concealer here and there, I'm just going to keep the coverage there, keep the concealer there and cover my acne spot. Then I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. And first, I'm going to go back over the concealer to take care of any creases because you never want to set your creases. So blending it out and then going over with the powder. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye as well. Then I'm taking my Fit Me Loose powder and dusting that all over my face wherever I didn't apply the concealer or the powder, just to add some extra coverage to my skin. And when I get to the areas where I spot concealed, I'm just going to press the powder in instead of sweeping it across. Then I'm quickly filling in my brows using my Tonya Cook's brow powder. And then I'm going to use my spoolie and brush everything. Using my Balm Cosmetics Anti-Orange Bronzer in the shade Greg and adding some warmth to my skin. Since this is a bronzer that has a little bit of cool undertones as well, it's going to act as a contour and as a bronzer as well. Since I applied like so many powders, my right now my face looks flat, so bronzer is gonna add some definition and bring back some warmth to my skin. And I'm applying that on my jawline as well and pinching the brush and running that along my nose as well to add some dimension there. Then I'm taking the brush that I used to apply the powder and softening the bronzer so it looks seamless and not harsh. Then I'm taking the same bronzer and applying it very generously onto my eyes. I'm going to apply this into my crease and on my eyelids as well. I want to keep the eyes really simple, but I still want some definition to my eyes. And I'm also going to run that on my lower lash line. I'm taking a black gel liner here and applying this as close to my upper lash line as possible. I'm also going to apply that on the outer V of my lower lash line. Then taking a pencil brush with some bronzer on it, so the bronzer will help to smudge out the gel liner. I'm curling my lashes using my Lancome curlers before I go in with my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara that I got in my BoxyCharm this month. I'm generously applying that to my upper lashes and I'm also gonna hit my lower lashes and finish off the eyes. Moving back to face, I'm taking my Pretty Vulgar blush in the shade Hush Blush and applying that to the apples of my cheeks just to add a natural flush. I'm also going to take that onto my nose. No matter what look I go for, I always do this. It just adds a nice glow to my skin for some reason, and I absolutely love doing it. And then I'm taking my Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist, and since I applied a lot of powders, a setting spray is a must. I ran out of my Pixie Milky Mist, so that's why I'm using this. I would prefer the Milky Mist any day, especially when I have, powders on my skin like this. Then I'm taking my Laura Mercier Glow Powder in the shade Translucent and hitting the high points of my face, my cheekbones and my brow bone. Then using a beauty blender and going over the highlight to, make it seamless. Then I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in the shade Hollywood Honey and lining my lips with this. For lipstick, I'm taking the Nude Sticks Lip and Cheek Pencil in the shade Retro and slightly dabbing that on and then using my fingers to blend it out. And moving on to hair, I had styled my hair 2 days before. I'm just brushing up the curls here just to add some extra volume closer to my roots. Just not leaving the hair for more than, 2 to 3 seconds actually. Just picking up some random pieces closer to my root and just curling them. I filmed a full hair routine for you guys, like how I usually style my hair, like a quick 15-minute hair routine whenever I wash my hair. So keep a lookout for that. Then I'm adding some jewelry. This is black beads or Mangal Soot as we call it, since I'm going for a puja. And then I'm also adding these jhumka that I got from Amazon. These are just my go-to jhumkas, like whenever I wanna, dress up a little bit but not go very overboard. Then I'm gonna add some bindi, black bindi that I got from India. Nothing fancy, just putting it in its right place. That's the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I hope you learned some tips and tricks as to how to pull your whole look together without having to spend a lot of time. I also hope this video helped those of you out there with acne issues like I have right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.